Hey Nation, Harry here in wonderful, mild San Diego in early August. Don't get me going. With ChannelCon, we're at a waterfront hotel. It's gorgeous. And so it's the ChannelCon event, which I don't believe I've missed in many, many years. So first of all, Heather, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. What about you?
Yeah, I snuck in a workout. I'm on duty now.
Yeah, definitely.
But so what's your job? What do you do?
Yeah, so I lead programs and enablement over at Coro. So really my job is to make sure that we are building the most seamless experience possible for our MSPs and helping make them successful.
Yeah, I track you closely. You guys have been busy. God, a day doesn't go by on LinkedIn. I don't get a notification. So things I see, and I do see the product conversation. Now, I don't use your product, right? I couldn't do that for everything I track. But it looks like you're pretty active in the software, what do we call it, engineering, the development. And then you're also very active geographically. I mean, Australia, never had an Australia trip I didn't like. So do you want to speak to that? What's going on with development and the geography?
Yeah, so we are global now. So we actually just hired Demi, who's here with us, to lead our global MSP sales motion at Coro. We're also all over EMEA now, as well as all of North America and Latin America. So it's been exciting to go from really what started as a North America focused company to really have global reach and help those partners.
Yeah, I would concur, and I attribute it to, and correct me, but I've also tracked the career of Joe Sykora for many years, going back to Fortinet, and I think his arrival, is that 2 years ago? I think it's over two.
It's a little over a year, almost 2 years now. He actually brought me over with him, I guess maybe 2 or 3 months after he started in the role. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I see a shift. I see a shift that he's made some adult decisions.
Yes. Yeah.
to grow your brand and your portfolio. So what's it look like as we head into the second half of 26 and on into 27? I mean, major releases. Have you made any acquisitions and you're integrating technologies?
Yeah, we are working on a major integration. We saw a gap really in the platform where you aren't really doing full security if you can't do backup and recovery at the end. So we're now entering a new OEM relationship with Keep It. That's opening that up for us, so we really can do everything from, hey, we see you over here at the beginning, all the way to something may have happened, and we can save you at the end as well.
So OEM relationship, I think back to the Microsoft days, that can mean a lot of things. For us, what it meant with Windows Small Business Server is we were pre-installed on like HP's, and not so much IBM, but you get the point that our OEM group worked closely with real OEMs.
Yeah.
and it was pre-installed. Is that what you're doing? Are you doing pre-installations?
Yeah, it's similar. So it'll be fully integrated into our platform. So when you really think about us having one engine, one dashboard, one console, one management interface, you'll also be able to access your backup and recovery, which we are OEMing with Keep It as our back-end engine for that, but making everything still integrated into a single solution. Yeah,
and then going backwards a bit, I don't know, but have you made acquisitions that you're integrating, or?
Not currently.
No.
Most of our recent has been OEM. The technology already exists, especially if it's SaaS-based. So Keep It, for example, already have backup centers globally. So there was no reason for us to acquire that and bring it in-house.
Yeah, and that's the peanut gallery talking, but I get it. So you're focused on the OEM.
It's a little bit easier, yeah.
Yeah.
You can acquire and then try and turn that into something that works with us. At the same time, though, we've got OEM deals with Bitdefender, for example, as an endpoint product. So it makes sense sometimes to just continually utilize what they're running rather than trying to bring it all in-house.
Well, that makes sense. Joe came from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So where are you geographically based? I know the company is basically domiciled in Chicago.
Yeah, so our corporate headquarters is Chicago. We have another headquarters in Tel Aviv, Israel. And then we have locations in Australia, and we have a UK headquarters for our EMEA group.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. And is there any reason for Chicago? Now, I'm a little West Coast bias, right? The first words out of my mouth are Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I don't, honestly, that happened before I got here. However, I won't complain because I think Chicago has the best food scene in the U.S., so I'm not fighting for it to move anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I like Chicago. You know, the funny thing is we have just a little bit of time left, so we'll start to wrap, but the funny thing is, back when we did a lot of one-day small business server workshops and you know, some 3-day event back in the day, Chicago was always our best city. I mean, if 70 people sign up, 70 people show up. You know?
Well, I think there is something for the central location. I mean, I live in Greenville, South Carolina, tiny city, really, when you look at other cities in the U.S., but I can get there in an hour and a half. So I think it's really a nice central hub that no matter where you live, it's a single flight in.
Absolutely. No, you know, and that, again, I always like to end with just chatter, but, you know, that's kind of what happened, 10 plus years ago. The Boeing HQ staff, now not Boeing, but HQ moved to Chicago for that reason.
Yeah.
Because they had to get to D.C.
Exactly.
You know, now the manufacturing still in Seattle. So, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep an eye on y'all and like to continue the conversation. And maybe this gentleman over here in the peanut gallery, maybe we'll do a follow-up with what your role is, sir. We'll get you officially onboarded. Yeah. And but enjoy the conference. Now, are you staying extra couple days? You going to enjoy, or do you got to get back to work?
Got to get back home and get back to work. I wish I was. So.
Yeah, it's San Diego's a nice place.
It is. It's so nice.
Okay, thank you, Heather.